Hello everyone. Hello everyone. In this video, I'm going to give you an overview about how to access the properties of a Java bean using expression language. Okay, so let us go to Eclipse and start one project. So I'm going to start a new project. So I'm going to name this as Java Bean Expression Demo. Next, check this box, that is generate web.xml deployment descriptor, and click on finish. This is taking some time. Yeah, so my project has been created over here. So I'm going to expand this, and first I'm going to, under this web content, I'm going to create a new HTML page, HTML file. So we can give the name as enter details.html. Enter user. Enter user.html. Next, click on finish. So inside this, I'm going to start a form. Form method is equal to get. You don't have to write. So I'm going to delete this. Form method is equal to get. If you don't write, it means that the method by default is get. And action. Action is, I'm going to write one servlet here. And that is the servlet's name. I would like to take it as controller. This is my controller. Controller servlet. Controller dot Java. Okay. And then inside this form, you create one table. Start the tr tag and close the tr. Close the tr tag. And then inside this, you start the column, and that is username. Close the td. Start the td. Close the td. And then inside this, you write input type equals text. Name is equal to, name equals username. Okay, name is equal to username. And then this is name. Spelling mistake. That is why you're getting an error. Input type is equal to text. Name is equal to username. And then close the tr. Now you can just copy this. User. Next thing is ID. Text and then name. Name is equal to user ID. User ID. And then again, I'm going to start one tag, and that is username, user ID, and then mobile. Then this is mobile. So name equals user mobile. Okay, so 3 fields. So I'm asking the user to input 3 fields now. That is name, username, user ID, and user mobile. Then start one tr tag, close the tr, and then inside this td column, you write close the td, and here input type is equal to submit. Input type is equal to submit, and then value is equal to register. I'm going to give a background. I'm going to style this page. You can give a background color, body. Inside this header, you can give a style tag here. Style. Close the style inside this body tag. And inside the curly braces, you can give background hyphen color colon aqua. It's a good favorite color of mine. So I'm going to save this, and I'm going to create this controller.java. So let us create this controller.java under this src, that is Java resources. New servlet, and the name of the servlet is controller. I'll make this as capital C. Class name should always be in caps. So src, I'll create under Java resources, I'll create a new package, that is my pack. Finish. And then you create one servlet here, new servlet, and that is class name is controller. It is controller. Next, and next, so which you want to override? I want to override only do get, since I have not mentioned any method in my HTML page. Then by default is do get. So I have to override do get method. Now I'm going to click on finish. So my servlet has been created over here. Now I'm going to create one JavaBean. Okay, so I am going to create new class user. That is the name of my bean. Finish, click on finish. So you have the JavaBean. So public class user. So I will write the values here. That is private string. There are certain rules for writing this. Private string name. And then private, what was the other things which we entered in the enter user.html, with this name, ID, and mobile. Okay. So name, come here. So private string ID, and then private string mobile. So these are the three fields which I have kept in my user class. And now I should write, this should have a public no argument constructor. That is mandatory when you are writing a JavaBean. Otherwise, you not get the output properly. So public no argument constructor. Constructor, as you know, will be having the same name as that of the class. So this is my public no argument constructor. Now I will be writing the accessor as well as the mutator for name, ID, and mobile. So that is public void. First one is set name string name. And then you write inside the curly braces, that is this dot name equals name. And now I should write the getter for this. So public string that is get name, and then return, this is no get name, and then you write here public string name return name. Because of this I have not written the return statement, you are getting the error, return name. Okay, so yeah, I wrote this. Now let me tell you, there is no need to manually write all this. You can just go to Eclipse, right click on source, and then you have this generate getters and setters. Okay, you have this option. So in order to make you more familiar with this, I just wrote those methods in order to make you familiar with the syntax. There is no need to manually write it. You have to just click it. Eclipse will automatically generate the getters and setters. So I have, this is my bean, JavaBean, or this is my model. Okay. Now I have write the controller. Now, this is following an MVC approach. I'll be discussing about MVC in my other videos. Time being, just understand that this is my this is also an MVC, model view controller architecture I'm using for this small program. Now, inside this, so once the user enters these values, I'm able to retrieve it in here in this controller. So let me just comment this. I don't require this. Just delete it. Now you write response dot set content type text or HTML, response.content type text or HTML, and then print writer out is equal to, actually there is no need for print writer. I'm using JSP to print that. This controller servlet is used to take out the, I'm going whichever the data the user is entering through the HTML form, I am going to set it in the bean. Okay, so first I need to retrieve those values. So I'll declare some variables here. String name equals request dot get parameter of username, and the next is string id is equal to request dot get parameter of user id, and then the last one, that is string mobile is equal to request dot get parameter of user mobile. Okay, now so I have retrieved these values. Now I'm going to set it in the setter of the bean. So what is the bean? So I should create an object of the bean. I have to instantiate the bean class here. So import my pack. This bean is under this my pack, I guess. My pack dot user. So I have imported that bean class here. So you can create an object of bean here, that is user is equal to new of user. Created an object of this user class. Now user dot set name John, set, it is not getter, it is set. User dot set name John, and then user dot set id 12, and again it is a string. That is why you are getting that error. I have said it as a string, so I have to put in double quotes. And then user dot so I will since it is a string, I'll get like this e hyphen 12. Okay, so user dot then next one is user dot. Once you type this user dot, you will get the option set mobile. You don't need to type the entire thing. Pass a mobile number. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So that's it. So I have set these values into the JavaBean. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to forward the request to the next page. Okay, so I'm going to keep a link to the next page, that is out.println, or using request dispatcher you can forward the request to the next page. Okay, so request dispatcher, create a request dispatcher rd is equal to request dot get request dispatcher request dot get request dispatcher of the servlet, and that is new request dot JSP. That is my page. and then I have to import this. So import Java X dot servlet dot request dispatcher. Okay. Now rd dot, so this error is, this is capital D, and then rd dot forward right, request comma response. Now I am forwarding this request to the next page. That's it. So I have retrieved all these names from the bean object. I have set all these names in the bean object, and now the value set there. And I'm forwarding this request to the JSP page, that is new request.jsp. So under this web content, create one new request.jsp. So write new JSP file, and it is new request. So that has been created. Oh my God, so much complication here. It is new request. No need to write the extension, that will be auto-generated. So you can see that new request.jsp has been formed over here. Now in this, I'm going to retrieve those parameters, and then I'm going to print the details here, user details, whichever details the user is entering, I should be able to print it here. So first, let me declare some variables, that is using the, I'm not using EL first. So I'll show you how to do this without using EL. How can we do it using the scripting elements? I'll show first. So using this, I'm going to declare some variables, that is string name, and then string ID, and then string mobile. Okay, and then using this, so we have declared 3 variables here. Now using this scriptlet tag, create a scriptlet, and then I should import this user package into this page. So I have to use a page directive. So percentage at page import equals mypack dot user. Okay, just import that package over here, and then here you write user is equal to new of user. Okay, new of user, and then name is equal to, already I have declared this name variable, name is equal to user dot get name. Okay, and then what ID is equal to user dot get ID, and then what was the other one, that is mobile. So mobile is equal to user dot get mobile. So I'm able to retrieve these parameters here. Now using the expression, the user, I can write like this, the user name equals percentage, use the expression language, percentage equals name. Okay, and write the BR tags here, break it, and the what next is the, there is no need for this, the, it looks bit not like it, username, capital U, username, and then write like this, that is, what is the next one, ID equals percentage equals ID, equals percentage equals ID, and then mobile 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 equals mobile. Yeah, that's it. So now this is without using EL. I'm showing you how we usually retrieve values using the scripting elements. Now let me save this and let us see whether this is working fine. That is, this is new request.jsp. So let me check my controller. This is going to new request.jsp. So let us just run this. It is the welcome page is what enter user.html. So I have to mention that in this web.xml, it is enter user.html. So I'll delete all this which are not required. And so this one is enter user.html. Save this. Now this is getting saved. Now you just click this, right click on this, run as, run on server. There is a mistake here in this enter user.html. Capital, let me see, enter user.html is correct. Enter user.html spelling is correct. Let me just check this web.xml welcome file list. Enter user.html. Enter user.html. Background color :equal. Some mistakes in the HTML page. That's the reason why it's not getting loaded. Yeah, background color still it has not come. So let me check. I'll correct that later. So this register also has come to the top. TR, close the TR, input type is equal to TR, close the TR tag, close the TR, close the TR. Oh, here I close the TD, that is the reason. Close the TDs. Now it will work fine, I guess. Save this. Yeah, it is proper now. Color part I'll do later. And if I enter the username, ID is 12, Mobile is register. String name is, we have, there are some mistakes here. Request dot get parameter of username, request dot get parameter of user ID, and mobile is request dot get parameter of user mobile. It is going to controller.java. So user request dispatcher RD is equal to request dot get request new request dot JSP RD dot forward. It is going to new request dot JSP. Let us open new request dot JSP. Name ID mobile. Name is equal to user dot get name. It's correct only. I'm not finding any errors. Username percentage equals name, percentage equals ID, percentage equals mobile, name is equal to, string name is equal to user dot get name. User is equal to doing some typecast here. String of run on server, username ID is 1 E-111, mobile is 3456. Oh, okay. That is controller. I should keep this as mypack.controller. That is one mistake, that because it is in the mypack package, I should mention this in the ender user.html. I should mention this class as mypack.controller. That is one mistake here because it is inside this mypack thing. So save this. So we will correct the error in the next video. Continue watching.